flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, using versatile sound. When we walk the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. 20.
It's week 12 of the 2023 season, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Bengals and the Jets on Thursday night primetime.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 18 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Yeah.
From midfield now, Lawrence right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals at 5 and 6 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down.
Let's go now.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Next red. Blue check. Hunt, hunt.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week: 14 carries, 59 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much.
A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On first down, Lawrence.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Nick Bawden, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
DJ Jones collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause?
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the...
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Jets take possession. Partner under the lights in primetime, this offense.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.